positives did you take away without Tobias and Marcin today?
I don't know. It's funny. First quarter was a good quarter because both teams played all their guys, and well, not all our guys, but I thought it was contested. Like you can see, both teams wanted to play well. They kind of knew they weren't going to play that many minutes, so I liked that. I didn't like our second group in the first half. The ball stopped moving. They stopped getting stops defensively, but then they picked it back up in the second half. So.
Why was Jerome looking so comfortable today? What changed for him?
He shot the ball, and it was really good. Like we've been on him, just be aggressive. It's tough for, especially a guy that, he got all the shots at Boston College. And he comes here and he's got Lou and Patrick and Avery and Gal and Tobias all around him. He's never played with this much talent. And so he looks at himself as the guy that should be passing the ball. And we said, no, we didn't draft you. We never saw you pass. So we want you to shoot. Because he's actually a good playmaker as well. But I like the aggressive Jerome today. That was good.
What did you make of Milos's debut tonight?
Pretty good, sketchy, up and down. You can still see what he does. He's a great passer. He's a good playmaker, and he made plays. I think it's tough when you miss all of the preseason, and then come in and get thrown into a game, the fifth game or the fourth game. That's hard. But overall, I thought he did pretty well. Yeah, I think the same guys are but we probably knew that before, we came in, but you just never know, that. And, some of the key guys played well. Some of the key guys you can see knew there was a preseason game. It's hard to convince them of anything other because they actually know it is a preseason game.
Coach, you decided to go with Boban in the starting lineup today. Can you talk about what he brings to your roster? What you expect from him?
He brings a lot of size.
Right.
He's a big man. But, for us, it wasn't about Boban starting. It was more we wanted to see him against a stretch five and see how he did. And I thought overall he did pretty well. He got out there and contested a couple threes, and that's really hard for him to do. When he is a defensive presence, then he's clearly an offensive presence for us. And that creates a lot of mismatches, fouls, and a lot of other stuff. So he showed pretty well today.
You mentioned that the ball stopped in the second quarter. In the second half, the movement was there again.
Yeah.
Was that something you told the team, or did they just figure that out
No,
themselves?
they figured it out, and I told them, but they have to figure it out. One of the things we talk about as a group, when we don't have the luxury as other teams, that we have to play our way or we lose. And if we don't play that way, we're just not one of those teams that can just say, hey, give it to somebody and dribble and you're going to win. But that's not who we are. So I think our guys understand that. They do a great job of, correcting themselves as well, and that's a good sign for us.